too. I see the team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck. Take care.
P15 or higher, beat my teammate, and 19th or higher in the driver's construction. Alright then guys, here we go then for the one and only Season 2, round number 1 for the Australian Grand Prix. Let's see how well we do then guys.
They say that even a second is an eternity in Formula One, so going 4 winter months with no racing at all has seemed a very long time indeed. We're back though in Melbourne, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, a former F1 competitor, a man who was world champion once upon a time as well, and an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, the first time racing these cars. So what are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
First of all, Crofty, and thanks for the glowing introduction. I just want to say it's a real privilege to be here, and I can't wait to see what this competitive field has in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, obviously there's the question of performance in race trim, but really this is going to be all about reliability. It's the first Grand Prix of the season, don't forget. You're pushing all your new components to their limits. Formula One cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology. So the most important thing today is to get to the end of the race, keep everything in good condition and try to stay out of trouble while you're at it.
Excellent job yesterday. We qualified above expectations. Let's go out there and put in a performance.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen, and Raikkonen, Bottas, and Amana, Massa, and Fernando Alonso, Button, Perez, Romain Grosjean, and Gutierrez, Hülkenberg, Kvyat, Kevin Magnussen, and Carlos Sainz, Palmer and Wehrlein, Felipe Nasser, and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Alright guys, here we go then. How we're going to see the safety car today, that is the main question. Bottas is trying to reset me back to the grid. Nice try, Bottas. Seeing a manner up into the top 10 is very surprising, but I can't believe that I split both of the Williams drivers. Literally to get That's going to reset me to freaking grid. Bother, Bottas. Right, here we go, guys. 5 red lights for season 2, round number 1, and it's lights out, and away we go. Bad start for Kimi Räikkönen there as we move up into P7. Samson's just gone into the lead of this Grand Prix then. As we take over P5 and P4 then. Right behind Daniel Ricciardo here. Into P3 then, right behind Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton here. Don't want to be pushing the car too much, make sure I save enough fuel. But it looks like every car is underway. Lap number 6 is our first pit stop. Let's see how well we'll do in this race then. Down the inside of Sebastian Vettel and we get him. We get P2 there then, guys. Bad corner out of there, really bad corner. Sebastian Vettel's not got a bad corner, he's on my gearbox here. Might as well start saving some fuel here, guys. Cheers, Jeff. Thanks a lot. I don't understand how well we are doing by holding back Sebastian Vettel here. I really can't believe how well we're doing by holding Sebastian Vettel back. Don't think my teammate will be in the top 10 just yet, but we'll find out now. Yeah, teammate's not even in the top 10 yet. But we'll see how well his race goes. Don't forget we've got 2 pit stops to do in that, so yeah, all depends on that. No, I know Lewis Hamilton's creating a bit of distance on us, but we're not really bothered. Raikkonen with the fastest lap time here. I did hear a bit of contact behind me, but he must have not done too much damage to Sebastian Vettel to his car. So we're boxing this lap, so let's get it up into Rich and do as well as we can. Cars coming. One car has entered the pit lane then. Just have to see how well our pit stop's going to go. Hopefully it'll go okay. Hopefully, but it all depends on how the team is. Make sure the team are ready for me at the end of this lap. Daniel Ricciardo's got past Sebastian Vettel here. That weren't a good one. Couple of cars coming into the pits then. minutes in. Daniel Ricciardo's got an issue with his car. He's on next pit stop, lap 14. Okay then, lap 14 is on next pit stop. Another 2 cars into the pit lane then. Rosberg with the fastest lap time then. Jensen Button pitting in 3 laps time then. Feel like Lewis Hamilton could be leading this Grand Prix. I'm not really bothered about that, the main thing. Cheers, Jeff. As I'm saying, guys, I'm not really bothered about that. The main thing I'm bothered about is trying to score points for the team. That is the main question I'm bothered about, is trying to score points for the team. Everybody right now has got 1 more lap to pit, but we'll have to wait and see. And it looks like it's going to be clear skies for the rest of the race, which is going to be good. Yeah guys, it's only the top 10 that score points here, so only the top 10. Jenson Button and Sergio Perez are both in the pit lane then, so we move up into P2 then. We can save some fuel now. And Jenson Button is out of this Grand Prix then. So this is not going well for McLaren here. That's not the McLaren car. I think this is Jenson Button here. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. Pit glitch. He's had the pit glitch where literally your tyre can just pop off, as you can see. Bam! There it goes. So Jenson Button is out of this Grand Prix. I don't think that's going to cause a shift, or maybe it does. I was about to just say then guys, I don't think that's going to cause a safety car, but it has. Lap number 13, and the next lap I was boxing anyway, but I'm going to be coming in this lap anyway to get new tyres. I think everybody else will be doing the same thing, but yeah. Let's see what Lewis Hamilton does here. Lewis Hamilton is boxed. Nope. Yes, Lewis Hamilton is in the pit lane then. I feel like everyone will be coming into the pit, so the pit lane's going to get packed as anything. While Hamilton goes and catches the safety car. There's one car that's not pitted. Another car that's not pitted. Can we get out in P4? Can we? Can we? Can we? Yes, we can. Get it. Right behind Nico Rosberg. Teammates in. Might as well start saving my fuel here, guys. So we just know that Lewis Hamilton has pitted, but Bottas and the other driver in front of Bottas hasn't pitted yet. Max Verstappen has not made another pit stop yet, so this could mean, guys, we potentially could finish P2 here. That's all I'm saying, is that we could finish P2. And that would be a good result for us and our team here. Bottas is in then. Bottas has entered the pit lane then. I literally thought, guys, no offense, I literally thought we wouldn't see the safety car today, but you never know with the Australian Grand Prix, you never know. Please say Max Verstappen comes in. Oh, I wanted Max Verstappen to box then, and then I could have got really close to Lewis Hamilton. So Fernando Alonso is the lonely driver from McLaren then. I don't think we've got any more pit stops. Yeah, we have lap 21, but I don't think we're going to pit on lap 21 because I think I can make these tyres last until the end of the race. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to make that last pit stop. Yeah, it is a bad sensor. Yeah, Jeff, it is a bad sensor. My tyres are still inflated. I hope. I wonder what tyres Lewis Hamilton's got on, because it looks like he's gone on the medium compound. Here we go then. Restart back on lap number 17 then. pitting again anyway, guys. Max Verstappen with a bit of a lock up there. That's not going to help him. Down on his inside. We get the position. P2 is ours. Question is now, guys, is can we finish on the podium? That is the main question. Can we finish on the podium? Stay there. Verstappen could get me here. Maybe not. Max Verstappen is really putting on the pressure on me, but I'm not feeling it. drivers are pitting now, but let me have a look at my tyres. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We don't need to make another pit stop here. I know Max Verstappen is pitting again, but yeah, I don't really want to lose this podium position. $99.99. That weren't good. That's just took a lot of health off my tyres there. So Max Verstappen, he's going in for his final stop then. Mercedes sandwich, because I've got Lewis Hamilton way out in front of me and I've got Nico Rosberg behind me. Great. This is going to be fun. Oh god, that's not good. That's not good. That's probably took another lot of health off my tyres. Why, what happened? Who's smashed? Isn't Nico Rosberg? Oh, he has. He's clipped my back tyre. There goes the Williams. There goes the Williams and falls India. Oh, that's brilliant. That is fantastical, shall we say. Tyres holding up. Nah, not too bad. Tyres are holding up quite well actually. I'm quite proud of them. I'm quite surprised that these tyres are holding up as they should be, really. Really surprised. Four laps left then, guys. 4 laps remaining until the end of this Grand Prix. By the looks of it, guys, we could potentially get a podium finish here. Potentially. Laps remaining, guys. Can we hold on to P2? bad turn out of that corner and into the corner. Palmer out of this Grand Prix then. Two laps remain then, guys. 2 laps remain. Jeremy Palmer out of this Grand Prix. I think that's 2 retirements we've had then. So Jenson Button was the first car to go out. Pit lane glitch, and now Jeremy Palmer is out of this Grand Prix. So actually I'm quite glad I didn't go with Renault. Quite glad I didn't go with Renault. Really glad. So Lewis Hamilton's just started his final lap here then. We've still got Valtteri Bottas behind us. We start our final lap now. Back Valtteri Bottas. He could dive bomb me at any time, Valtteri Bottas. That time is right now. Are you being serious? Wow, Bottas. Fantastic exit out of there. Lewis Hamilton wins the Australian Grand Prix then. Where are we going to finish though? We're going to finish in P3 or are we going to finish in P2? It all depends. Round the final 2 corners now. Round the final corner now. Here we go then. It's a race to the finish line between me and Valtteri Bottas. And it is P2. Yes! Wow, P2 there.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
My driver of the day, Crofty, was Danny Kvyat. Look at where he finished compared to where he started. That's a great effort.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.